Hey yo, what's up YouTube family? This week was a crazy week for me guys and I made around 8k in total profits from my finite evaluations. I also took some stupid ass trades but luckily I managed my risk correctly. In today's video I will go over every trade I took, why I took them and why they failed or why some of them played out very well. Before I start, you know the drill, like and subscribe to help your boy reach 1k subscribers by the end of the year. Let's go! So here we are on Thursday. By the way, I will not go over how I traded the first half of the week. I already made a video about that and how I made 5k trading NQ in the New York session, just using the same concept. So if you did not already watch the video, please go watch it because it can be very helpful too. The second half of the week also went smooth because you can see I took 4 trades only this Thursday and I only lost 1 trade. Some of you will call this over trading, but sometimes it is overtrading, but in this case I was not able to catch the full move to sell side, so I spread my risk over some trades and I used 3 trades to reach my full target instead of using just one big ass trade. The first trade was pretty smooth and I will tell you why I found this trade so smooth and why I call this an A plus setup. You can clearly see all day we were just going higher because we broke structure still to the upside. So without breaking or taking out any lows, we were bullish. But we cannot be bullish all day. So what I wanted to see in New York session was a potential reversal. And price did exactly what I wanted to see. You can see right at the right at New York Open, price took all the buy side liquidity and the London high. We souped those levels of liquidity and price immediately started aggressive dumping. When I saw this candle, I immediately took an entry of it because this was a clean AMD model. You can clearly see the E stands for accumulation. Then we took out buy side, that was the less manipulation, what the M stands for, and then for AMD, the D stands for distribution. So I wanted to snipe the distribution to snipe all those build-up trendline liquidity. I immediately took my entry, but I didn't want to be too greedy, and I partialed, or better said, I fully closed out of emotion right in this small area of demand. So my TP got hit and price even went much lower. I didn't want to be too greedy, and as I said before, I closed here out of emotion. I already was up 1 or 2%, I don't really remember, but the bread was made. So after that, we left some equal lows behind and price does what she always does and she retraces back to equilibrium. In this case, she retraces back to premium, so sellers were back looking for some shorts. I saw that we printed or left some equal lows, like I said before here, so I wanted to target those equal lows, but I was way too late, but I wanted to aim for the last piece of the pie, so I just catched a single or few pips from here to here with my stops above uh, equilibrium of this little range. So TP got hit again. Price went a little bit lower, printed some equal lows again that she left behind. Now, 3 times, I don't know why, but it worked out 3 times. Price retraces back to OT of this range. I immediately took an entry again, placed my stops above OT of the range. If you don't know what OT stands for, it stands for optimal trade entry, is the area between the 0.62 and the area between the 0.79. So if you know that, price retraces back to equilibrium, back into premium, back into OTE. Like I said, I immediately took an entry, stops above the high, and I aimed for those relative equal lows. Price hit my TP again. So this was for me so clean, and after that I should have walked away, but no. My stupid human behavior took over and I broke my trading rules and I entered again when price retraced back inside OTE. But after taking out all those lows and taking out so much sell side, she really didn't have to go much lower again. But when I saw those equal lows, I maybe was thinking, yeah, this is also a strong level of liquidity, so why not? I took an entry right over here, but I don't know why I entered because buyers were pretty clear in control. I entered, placed my stops above those highs. Price went into my favor, but a few pips away from my final TP and taking out those equal lows, she turned against me. She reversed and I closed break even on one account, and on the other account I was not able to close it break even, and I closed unfortunately around my stop loss level. So for me the day was over. Taken I had taken 4 trades and I only lost one. If I did not take the final trade, I will be swimming in money for the day, but with this trade, I'm not gonna lie, I fucked it a little bit over. I still was in profits, but I maybe gave away 25% of my profits just with this stupid ass trade. So props on me. Now let's jump into Friday. Most of the time Fridays aren't that good, just like Mondays aren't that good, but this week was totally different. So I jumped into Friday and I marked out my previous session highs and my previous session's lows. As you can see here, I marked out my Asia low and my Asia high, my London high and my London low. So after marking out my previous session highs and session lows, let's jump to the 1 minute. You can clearly see at New York market open, we created SMT, what means that ES didn't managed to take out this low and NQ did so. That created SMT with ES that immediately pumped us to take out the London high and Asia highs. We immediately even pushed through this 50-minute FEG and we wicked. We wicked inside this supply zone. If you can see this, we tipped inside this bearish supply zone. We had SMT with ES again because ES took out this high, so that means that NQ doesn't have to take out this high, what is a bearish sign. So we immediately wicked back inside this 15-minute FEG, what got respected, but I did not enter right away because we do had some news at 10 a.m. So I waited I waited at 10 a.m. Here, the whole Discord was yelling at me and stressing, oh no, we missed those shorts because they saw this candle and oh no, they already was stressing that we missed the trade, but no, I told them just to wait. Price will always come back, and not only that, you have to wait till 10 a.m. because 10 a.m. can possibly is can possibly be can be a possible reversal. 10 a.m. is well known about that. And we do had some news at 10 a.m. So why would you take a risk entry before news? News can easily manipulate and wick you out. So that said, let's zoom in. I marked out my high, I marked out my low from this area, this high to this low, and I waited for price to come back inside OTE. Price came back inside OTE, but even came back higher. That's because of news. Then news came out at exactly 10 a.m. The reversal started. I saw this bearish sign, it's bearish CSD, change in state of delivery because we closed below this low. Now, we were still inside this area of OTE. I took my entry, stops above OTE, and I aimed for this 15-minute FEG because this is an area where price easily could turn against me. And you can clearly see if I go back to the 1 minute, where was it here? Price stepped inside this 50-minute FEG. My TP got hit and price started ranging again. So I know very well that this area was a very good point to exit. After that, my TP got hit, price retraced all the way back to my entry, so it's a good thing I closed it fully right over here. But after seeing that price retraced all the way back to premium, and with those equal lows and the London low still intact, I wanted to try short one more time, but not over here. I needed to see more bearish structure. So after seeing that we pushed strongly through this bullish FEG, I knew this bearish FEG was a very strong inverted FEG, was 10 times stronger than a bullish normal FEG. So when price retraced back right inside this inversion of an FEG, I immediately took an entry again. Price went in my favor, very smooth. I even managed to close or partial here, sorry, I partialed here after sweeping out and taking out those lows. So this was my first TP, but after that price retraced all the way back up and I closed break even when price came all the way back to my entry. So I did not make much money on this trade, but luckily I partialed and made some amount of money and it didn't turn into a loss. So after that, I closed the charts and I came back in the PM session, but not the PM session only. I just opened the charts when the macro started. Right when the macro opened, I saw this bullish FEG where I immediately took an entry from because I had some confluences like turtle soupping this low, but price turned against me and my stop loss got hit really quick, and I know why. We tapped inside this bearish FEG, also right inside the macro hour. We souped those early sellers and we created some candle structure too, what was some bearish structure, what made some bearish structure, sorry, and price turned against me. So I know where I was wrong and I know what I did wrong. I started right at the open of the macro and I was trading against the trend because clearly we tapped inside again, we tapped again inside this bearish supply zone. We do still had SMT BTS, so the trend is your friend and I traded against it. My bet, but after taking out those equal lows, I was pretty sure we will go higher again because this trend line liquidity was so strong in my opinion, and it was the end of the day. So I knew everyone wanted to trade and snipe those relative equal highs. So I gave it one more shot. I entered of this bullish inversion fair value gap, took my entry, took partials right over here, then, or maybe right over here, I'm not sure anymore. Then price completely turned against me, almost stopped me out. But then price went back into going into my favor, but then I'm totally cooked. I don't know why. I was thinking the markets were closing around this hour, but we still had 1 hour left, but I don't know, I'm cooked. I closed it right over here, and then I saw the markets still continuing going higher, and I was, huh? Didn't the market already closed? But yeah, my full TP got hit, but it's not so many pips I lost, and it's still a big V, so I ended the week very strong actually. So as you can see, I had a pretty decent week with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trades in total. So don't overtrade, don't make it too complicated. I only use ICT concepts, maybe with a mix of SMC, smart money concepts, but for me, just trading price action and knowing when to trade. Like this area of accumulation, I did not even look at the charts because this for me is also tradable, but it doesn't give me the volume I want to see. You can compare it to this over here, and if you compare it to this over here, here so much money is made, also so much money is lost. But here you can snipe some few pips, but the best structure you can find at the kill zone. So if you want to catch more trades or catch the same trades as me, you can join my Discord. I trade live there. I also send out trading signals and my weekly outlooks. We also help each other and we share and discuss some trade ideas. So if you don't want to miss out, just like and subscribe also on this video and you know where to find me. Socials are here below and I see you in the next video. Take care.